Hello, lovely meeting you all. Juhar. My name is Archana Soreng. I belong to Khariya tribe and I'm from Odisha, India. I'm the former member of United Nations Secretary General's Youth Advisory Group on Climate Change. I was part of the first cohort from 2020 to 2023. Back in 2019, I participated in the United Nations Conventions of Combating Desertification, UNCCD, in New Delhi, India. That was a life-changing experience for me because I was one of the few indigenous youth, tribal youth from India participating in there. But it was also a very surreal moment because I was able to meet other indigenous young people from Latin America and Africa. And that made me realize that in spite of our diverse regions, we all are connected by our challenges, by our initiatives, whether it is difference in kind. And it is important for us to also have that opportunity to build connections and solidarity. I'm also very grateful to all the people I have met in my journey, elders, friends. They have shaped a larger part of me and who I am today. And I feel I want to create spaces, an initiative like this, where we are being able to connect young people who are passionate about global climate policies and who are doing a lot of amazing work, but may not have the opportunity to know about how to access decision-making spaces. And yes, we are all here together learning and unlearning. One realization when I met Secretary General and Deputy Secretary General that how crucial it is to embrace your roots and be proud of your identities. And I felt it is so important for us when we are thinking of engaging into the climate decision making spaces or decision making spaces in general. It is very important to see that we are connected with our roots, with our communities. I have always felt it is, and this is something which I have always kept close to my heart, is like love, solidarity, and respect, because I truly feel that it is important to have those qualities to be able to connect with young peoples from different regions, and also like always have the spirit of wanting to learn, curiosity. And at the same time, I also feel sometimes all of these spaces becomes too much. There's a lot of information, there's a lot of things ongoing. I feel we can all think of holding on to patience a bit, because this is not a sprint and this is a long run. So yeah. I feel that I have been in spaces where I am the only one or amongst the few, and I have realized and seen that how it changes the discourse or the narrative of the conversations in the room. And that is why I feel like I want all my brothers and sisters and all other young people from across regions to be here. And specifically, if I talk about young people from India and communities from the indigenous people, it is important for us to be in those spaces so that the perspective of us is being heard and is being taken seriously. I also have felt in my journey of being part of the UN Youth Advisory Group is that we need more spaces which are safe for young people to speak their heart out. I think over the last 5 to 6 years, I have spent a lot of time engaging with communities across Asia, India, and globally. And one of the key things which I felt when I was part of the Youth Advisory Group is that I want to go back to my community. I want to share with them what I have learned. I want to share with them that how we can engage in these spaces, because people often say that, why young people are not there. We need to bring young people, but we need to think beyond tokenism. And that is why this particular Youth Climate Leaders Global Policy Workshop series is not only focusing in terms of accessing decision making spaces, but also nurturing, strengthening, envisioning youth leadership journey in itself. And that is where you get an opportunity to meet people who have been in the spaces, leading the spaces. So there's an opportunity for peer learning and intergenerational mentorship. But I also feel that there's a lot of information in the internet, but it becomes very overwhelming. So we are also trying to keep those information in a very synthesized way, to share it with you all, packed up with lived realities. And I also feel that, often when you are in the spaces, you feel a lot alone and isolated. It's like, am I the only one who's thinking like that? But this is again an opportunity for us to bring like-minded people, young people who have those passion for global policies, want to learn about it. So bringing them together is also another opportunity where people know that we are not alone. We have other people also who think alike like that. So yes, this is an combination of a lot of things, which is like lived realities, literatures, leadership journeys, getting to connecting to know each other, but also thinking about how do I see my leadership journey, where do I want to see myself in the next coming year. So it is both in terms of short-term learning information, but also about the long-term journeys ahead. I think I would like to tell them that you all are very powerful and doing amazing work. No matter wherever you are, I think you are unique. Everything you contribute, every action you do is making impact and will make impact. So I would like to say that let us continue doing our small bits, but also think of how we can engaging in spaces like this where we can influence and learn about the policy making spaces.